Welcome to the Royal Tower King Room at the Excalibur Hotel and Casino at the south end of the Las Vegas Strip. I got this room about a week before I actually filmed this video. Just over 350 square feet with a 40-inch TV. The price was either $39 with no food and beverage credit or $49 with a food and beverage credit. Add in $35 resort fee, some taxes, fees, all that other fun stuff. Close to about $100, right in that ballpark. So I ended up getting a room on the 11th floor and my view is looking south. So I'm looking directly at the Luxor. You can see the walkway that connects it. I can see the very top of Skyfall Lounge at Mandalay Bay. So decent view, gloomy day, but it does come with the king bed. Does come with a little extra seat off to the side for you if you want to do some reading or just relaxing. It has a workstation. It has a nice tall mirror that I can fit my entire body in. Two tables here, end tables that go along with the bed. One thing you notice about the room though, when you come in here, like this place smells fine. It smells nice coming up the elevator, coming down the hallway. But once you step into here, it is like a musky, like you adjust to it, it's okay. But it does smell a little weird when you first get in here. The decor in this room is actually a bit nicer than I thought it was gonna be. I actually do like the lamps and some of the artwork they have here. It's a bit older though, so you will notice some wear and tear on some of the furniture inside of this room. Another cool thing is they do give you a separate closet with walls to actually block it off. So you do have your hangers here. Of course, you have your safe if you wanna store any valuable items. Ironing board with an iron, should you need it. Now, the bathroom. This is very important. If you've been watching my videos, you guys know. First thing I did was I went and I checked right down here on the toilet. That's right. And it looks clean, but upon further inspection, there is some markings right here that could have been cleaned better. And then also on the side of the toilet here, there's this like mark of something. It just looks like it dripped down the side. Also could have been cleaned better. The sink does have some cracks in it because this is an older property. So I was like, okay, a few cracks in the sink. And then I realized one of these cracks moves because there's a long hair in here. That is not my hair. So, you know, one hair, I'm not gonna freak out about too much. Even the toilet seat, if you guys have been watching my videos, you guys know that I've seen worse. So I'll clean that up. And I'm not gonna ask to change rooms, but when you come into a room, check the bathroom. I looked at the shower. There were no hairs in the shower, so that was A-okay. But this is where it's gonna be for the night. All done up here at the room, but we gotta get downstairs, guys, because I got a lot, and I mean a lot, to show you. Nowadays on the strip, guys, deals are kind of hard to come by, so you're gonna see this sign around lots of properties. We might as well take it. 2 beers, and you get a free shot. Go for it, enjoy. Yes, they do charge for parking. Unless you're Pearl or higher, or you have the MGM credit card, which is free to apply for. There's your free parking. If you guys are doing any kind of tour bus, there's a sign right here that will tell you where the pickup is for it. It's at the rotunda on the west side of the property, so away from the strip. This is away from the strip towards the back. This is where your tour bus pickup is gonna be at. At this end of the property by the resort tower, this is where you're gonna find the pool, the spa, and the fitness center.
we're now at Drenched Bar and Grill, which is connected to the pool, to get some food. On the website, it said these chicken wings I got were $16, but actually $17, so it hasn't been updated yet. But I got these right here. This is more than I thought I was going to get. I thought it was gonna be like 4 or 5 of these, like super high price and also not very many, but I'm impressed with the amount I've gotten. I did not get any sauce on them because I don't need the sugar though. Dude, this was a better value than I thought it was gonna be. I ended up getting a 10-piece of chicken. I thought it was gonna be about half that, but no. 17 bucks, again, it's still gonna be kind of pricey, but even to get them plain, the meat was juicy, the crunch on the outside was great. You can get barbecue sauce and ranch and stuff like that if you like, but 10 pieces for 17 bucks, this was more bang for my buck than I thought I was gonna get here.
Here at the front of the property, this is where taxis, limos, Uber, and Lyft will all drop you off, but keep in mind, Uber and Lyft will only pick you up over at the Royal Tower. Now, also here at the front, if you need a pedestrian access to get to the bridge that takes to New York, or Tropicana, you actually have to go down and around, which we're going to right now. One pro of staying here at the Excalibur that helps you save some money in your travel budget is they do have a tram that is free that connects Excalibur, Luxor, and Mandalay Bay. If you need to get up to it right here, it's right outside the front of the property. They have a tram entrance, and this tram runs from 10 a.m. to midnight, completely free between Excalibur, Luxor, and Mandalay Bay at the south end of the strip. When you do get up here to get on the tram, keep in mind there are 2 of them. The first one right here goes to Luxor and Mandalay Bay both. The second one, which is on this side, skips the Luxor and just goes straight between Excalibur and Mandalay Bay. For those who are going to be taking the Deuce bus to get up and down the strip or to downtown, this is your pickup and drop-off point right here in front of the main sign at the Excalibur. It's kind of hard to miss. Also, if you need to get to the other side of the strip and say you want to get to the north end of the strip or anywhere on the other side, you can go across to MGM, cross the pedestrian bridge. There they have the monorail. The monorail goes from MGM all the way up to the Sahara. It makes numerous stops along the way, so you can take that as well to get up and down the strip. If you guys looking to buy show tickets, you need to find the box office. It's going to be right here by the entrance from the strip. So if you're coming across from either New York, or the Tropicana, right as you come in here, here's the box office next to the hotel lobby. Now, if your group in Vegas is adults and kids, or even just adults, you're probably gonna wanna come on down to the Fun Dungeon and have some fun from noon to 11 p.m. One of the most popular shows on the entire Las Vegas Strip, especially for families, is right here at Excalibur, the Tournament of Kings. When I was a kid and my family came here to Vegas, we saw this show. So if you're gonna come here and you got the little ones with you, good choice to come here. It includes dinner with the show. Have fun. I know in the room earlier I mentioned it had a little bit of a funky smell to it, but down here in the arcade area, it smells like vanilla. Look guys, there's timeshare salespeople. Run for cover. I know I've shown you guys a lot down here on the ground level, but there's even more right up this escalator. Up on the second floor, you'll find a whole food court where you can grab some food at. They have another Italian restaurant up here. They have their buffet right behind me as well. Also, you're gonna find some shopping up here, so if you wanna go buy some clothing, you can do that as well. They've got your Lick, your candy store. They also have your Thunder bar up here that goes along with the Thunder from Down Under show. So there's a whole lot more upstairs in the second level than people realize. Way too much coffee in this place. I think you look pretty good together. Now, when you guys are looking to try to get to Luxor from the Excalibur, when you come up to the second level, you're gonna go past the food court. You walk right through it, keep following this hallway all the way down here. And once you get here, inside the Luxor, they also have a connector that connects to Mandalay Bay as well, so you never even have to step outside. And if the sun is setting right, you can kind of chill right here and just get a good look out the window, looking east of the Vegas Valley. All right, guys, welcome to the Luxor. We're gonna continue the vlog here with me actually staying the night here at the Luxor instead of Excalibur. Nah, we're not doing that. One of the coolest things about the Excalibur is actually its history. So when this place was built in 1990, it had over 3,000 hotel rooms, and it was the biggest hotel in the world at the time. So for all the stuff you people say about it being beaten down and run down and ugly and all the bad reviews, this place has a heck of a lot of history, and it's over 30 years old. The casino floor is also pretty cool too, because it's probably about 100,000 square feet. If I'm gonna take a guess, they've gotta have over 1,000 slot machines here. You will find a lot of your table games that you're used to seeing in other major casinos as well. If you wanna play high limit slots, they have a separate room for that has 48 machines in there. Plus, they actually have a whole separate lounge in that high limit room just for their invited guests. Let's wrap up my stay at the Excalibur, shall we? So, pros and cons of this place, or maybe I should say cons and pros. So, one of the cons of this place is that you are at the south end of the strip. You're a little bit removed from the action. You do have other stuff around you to do, definitely, and we'll talk about that in a second. But yes, you're more towards the south end. You're a bit removed from the center of the strip where, you know, like you would be in the heart of the action. Place is also kind of run down. So remember, this was built in 1990. This place is over 30 years old. Room here was fairly clean. You know, room itself was okay. Bathroom, you know, there's like a hair in the sink, stuff like that. You know, it's housekeeping is kind of a monotonous job, right? And sometimes, you know, a hair here or there is going to happen. Toilet seat, I do wish there had been cleaner. So yeah, that's one thing where people, you're going to be sitting on that toilet seat. You know, I think it's pretty important that everything that would be left behind from someone else is gone. So that was really the only thing when it comes to like the cleanliness. And remember, for most people here at Excalibur, this is not like a high-end luxury stay. So, you know, you kind of get what you pay for when you come to a place like this. But the place is a little run down, but it will do the trick when you come to stay here. The pros of staying here at the Excalibur: one, it's easy to walk to other MGM properties. So, I mean, you are connected to Luxor, to Mandalay Bay. You don't even have to walk outside to go to those places. You also have the Tram that takes you to those places for free. This place is, for those of you that are coming as a family, very family friendly. So the Tournament of Kings show, and just the whole theme of the place is very family friendly. So, you know, they have the arcade downstairs, and they do try to cater towards that demographic. Although you get quite a mixture here. Like, I would see families here, but I saw some people who look like they were newlyweds. You know, you'll see like, you know, some like your bachelorette parties or bachelor parties here. Like, it's quite the mixture as far as crowds. You'll also see people here that are for like a specific game or event going on over at either Allegiant Stadium or at the T-Mobile Arena, because they're both a close walk. So you get lots of people coming here just for one event or one game as well. So the crowd is quite a mixture at this place. You are close to New York as well, so if you want to go over to the roller coaster, hop on that, you definitely can. You're close to Mandalay Bay to go to the aquarium if you would like. Also, MGM is just the adjacent corner over across the street, so if you want to go there, watch the Jabberwockies, the CSI experience, particularly if you're looking for family stuff to do, you have those options as well. They do have 4 swimming pools here. That was pretty cool. Only one was open the day I was here, but they do have 4 pools. One of them does have a slide, so again, it is more family friendly. The fitness center I thought was pretty cool. It was nicer than I thought it was going to be. For how much negativity you often hear about this property and staying here, that fitness center was pretty nice, so I definitely have to give them credit for that. The casino floor here is also pretty big. They've got quite a bit of variety on that floor, so whether you like to play slots or table games or whatever it may be, you will have probably enough options that will satisfy you if you're a gambler. Also, in the high limit room, it's cool that they have slot machines that are as cheap as $1 to play in the high limit room. So you want to go and hey, look like a baller while you're here in Vegas and play $1 a spin in the high limit room, you can do that as well. And last but not least, the employee shout-outs. So I got to give a shout-out to Edith, who was over at the pool. She was working at the Drenched Bar and Grill over there from El Salvador. She was super cool. Shout out to Param, who was working the valet. Talked to him briefly when I was out front. And then shout out
to the lifeguards at the pool here at Excalibur. There were 2 lifeguards, probably for like 20-something people. There were not very many people at that pool, and it was overcast. It started to rain. I think it was down to the 50s, and they were out there bundled up in their chair, swerving back and forth with a towel around them, just trying to stay warm, like with a hoodie on. They were out there, and they were committed that day to being out there in that bad weather at the pool. And I was out there for a while, got some food, and they did close the pool about an hour early because the weather got bad enough. So shout out to the lifeguards here at Excalibur. You guys were committed, that's for sure. Another con of the place here at the Excalibur, this is one that like just about everybody hates, or most people would consider this to be a con, the resort fee. $35 resort fee. That was almost the same price as the room when I saw it listed online. So had the resort fee, almost everywhere in Vegas, you're gonna have to wind up dealing with that, but it just comes with the territory these days.
This is what I put on my food, Tabasco, and they have a slot machine here in Vegas. I love it.